Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, I thought I might start with a quote this afternoon, Mr Speaker. This is a quote from a parliamentarian last week. "My focus will be on the issues that actually New Zealanders are telling me that they're most concerned about, which is their jobs and whether they can increase their income and earn better and do better and get ahead." Who was that? Who was that just 1 week ago? Andrew Little. On his election by the unions of New Zealand to the leadership of the Labour Party last week, Mr Speaker. And what's his focus been on since then, Mr Speaker? It's been on dirty politics, it's been on bloggers, it's been on the Prime Minister being a devil beast. It's actually a rerun of the last two election campaigns. And it's worked so well, Mr Speaker. So well the first two times they've decided to run it a third time. And this time in the House this week he's had days of questions and general debate and urgent debate, nothing on the economy, nothing on jobs, all about dirty politics, Mr Speaker. And that's his problem. That's his first problem. His second problem, it has to be said, is that little anger issue, which I think we need to talk about. It's a little anger issue. Yesterday on the television, I turned the TV on the news, and there was this guy doing his best impersonation of a vein-popping Phil Goff. A vein-popping Phil Goff. And we know how well that worked in 2011, Mr Speaker, but Andrew Little's away, and he's going to cut the crap, Mr Speaker. He's pointing the finger at everybody already. He's as angry as he can be. Look, his fuse is so short. Mr Little's fuse is so short that he actually goes off before you get a match near him, Mr Speaker. And that's their problem. This guy's got a big problem, and the Labour Party has got a big problem, Mr Speaker. So what are they thinking? What are they thinking? The Labour Party caucus, it's only a weekend. It's a bit early for the reviews. It's only a weekend, but the Labour Party leaders don't actually hang around for long. So you've got to do your reviews quite quickly. So where are all those in the caucus who voted for him? Where are all those people in the caucus that selected Andrew Little? Where are they, and what are they thinking now, Mr Speaker? Where are all those backbenchers, all those people, all four of them that voted for Andrew Little, all four of them, what are they thinking now? Well, one of them's David Cunliffe. He hasn't been here this week. He hasn't actually been visible this week, Mr Speaker. Oh, well.
Point of order. Order. A point of order.
I was waiting for you to raise the issue, Mr Speaker. There's very clear rules about referring to the absences of other members in the House for very good reasons, and I think Stephen Joyce should respect that.
Yeah, and I agree. It's not appropriate to refer to the absence of any member on any occasion. Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, but what is he thinking? What is he thinking? He brought 25% of the caucus votes that voted for Andrew Little. He brought them to the Labour Party, Mr Speaker. And how's he feeling now? And of course, how's Carmel Sepuloni? Very quiet. She's brought 25% of the caucus votes for Andrew Little. 4 of them voted for him, and of course the rest didn't, Mr Speaker. So who did vote for him? Who did make Andrew Little the leader of the Labour Party, Mr Speaker? It wasn't the caucus. No, don't worry, Grant, your chance is coming soon. It wasn't the caucus.
Order.
It wasn't the Labour Party. It was 6 unions, Mr Speaker. The Labour Party have gone back and delivered us worse than 1970s style democracy. This time they're blatant. The unions selected their leader. And as a result, they've got a cloth-cap unionist straight out of the 1950s with his little cheese board hat on, yelling and angry and pointing his finger at the opposition, Mr Speaker. That's what we've got. But I suppose if you hand your leadership election to the unions, if you hand your leadership election to the unions, if you refuse to back your caucus, if you refuse to back your party, instead you get what you got, which was Andrew Little, Mr Speaker. So, Mr Speaker, just think, if it could have been Grant Robertson, it just could have been Grant Robertson, just one vote in the caucus, and we might have somebody a little more sensible as the leader of the Labour Party. But that's all right. It's going to be a short run. I predict the Ides of March 2015, Mr. Speaker. The Ides of March 2015 is when Grant Robertson will finally get his third chance to lead the Labor Party when Mr. Angry Andrew Little gets asked to step aside.